And this is the final champion. This is the Champions game, my final game in college. Basically, yeah.
They said, look at your fucking graph. You're going down. They said you do bad. This game we're going to another year. I don't want to play this year.
Oh, that ain't happening. Last game I fucked up.
That's what happened to me. All stuff was so bad.
What? What do you mean? Like, is that a metaphor? Or...
No, I stepped over bad.
What? That's kind of a good metaphor. If that was a metaphor, it would kind of be good.
Welcome everyone to the final game of the college basketball season. Tonight, we will crown the winner of this year's tournament. And no matter what the outcome here tonight, what a ride it has been. I'm Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. We'll see the Wisconsin Badgers facing Villanova.
You got that right. I mean, this is what each student athlete has worked so hard for all season long. An opportunity for the title. I mean, this game might very well be the defining moment for the lives of every one of these young men.
Both these teams have gone through so much adversity just to make it here. All tournament long, it's been survive and advance. But now, this is the part where you put all your chips on the table.
Let's check out Wisconsin's starting lineup. Hawkins is out there with Hill. Then it's Kaminsky. Then it's Decker. And it's Evans in at the power forward position. To the middle. And stolen by Freak.
And with any championship game, you know that every player is going to have their heart racing for the first few minutes. That's just natural. That's adrenaline. They'll need to remain calm, though, and let the game come to them and kind of ease into it.
And one guy, guys, I'll keep an eye on, and this one is Freak. He is the consummate leader for his team. He can come out strong and play his game while keeping his intensity level up. It'll be just what they need to claim the title. Hard to get that one off with the size difference there. That makes it a tough individual matchup for him, especially down low.
Well, took on the big guys going in there and challenging them like he did. Boy, that was a nice job.
It's just way more.
And the Villanova Wildcats have had a recent surge in their program over the past decade. Since about 2005, they have been a consistent presence in the tournament and also have won a few conference titles. And with that speed, once he took off, the D just had no chance of getting back.
Well, I think they did the right thing. I mean, just give up the 2 points and move forward. Hey, discretion is the better part of valor sometimes. Write that one down, game players. Discretion is the better part of valor.
On the Wildcats of Villanova have been getting back in the swing of things as a program over the last decade, Clark. And the better runs they're on right now is a school.
Yeah, they are a surefire bet to pretty much be in the tournament almost every year now. Really one of the big schools in recruiting on the East Coast.
They set the pick. Hawkins kicks to Hill. Kaminsky sets the pick for Hill. Feeds to Decker from deep three-point range. The rebound by Ogauskas.
All the time in the world to get that one off.
You know, one of the big questions on everybody's mind in this game is whether or not Freak will stay on for another year or go pro. And usually a player with his upside would be a lock to be a one and done, but he's giving serious thought to staying.
And Freak is a guy who clearly values the scholastic aspect of collegiate sports. So it makes sense for him to think about staying beyond this season. Still, with Freak's draft stock rising, this could be his final game as a collegiate player. Yeah, clearly.
Wisconsin trails by 7. And Wisconsin, looking at who they've got. They've got Kaminsky. Hawkins is out there with Hill. Then it's Decker, and it's Evans in a power forward. Here's Decker. Good, the assist goes to Hill. And here's Freak. Passes it to Cooper. That's it. His second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2.
And really, he's just done a great job of finding the open man every trip down.
Boy, it sure has seemed as though he's done it every time. It's been an awesome display of passing for him today.
They set the pick. Outside Hill. Kaminsky sets the pick for Hill. Dishes it to Evans. Great open look there. Evans has got his second basket of the game.
A lot of space right there to get that shot off.
Not a very good job of the defender getting over the top of that screen in that particular play.
What a journey it has been, really, for this whole team to make it to the college championship, especially for Freak. A few bumps in the road for him, but what a story.
Greg, you get the feeling that it's only the beginning. I mean, the way he plays and the accolades he has, I mean, you can see him having a long and productive career at the pro level.
No good from 11 feet. Here's Ilgauskas. He got it!
Ah, the buzzer beater.
He hit that shot like it was nothing. Another day at the office.
That is what you call much in the clutch.
So we've reached the end of the first half of play. Villanova leads by 9. We'll see you after halftime for the beginning of the second half. Just one half of basketball left to determine this year's college basketball championship team.
Is there MVPs in college like at the end of the game? Oh, I thought they were.
And welcome back. We're just about ready to get going with the second half of the historical championship game. For those just tuning in, this is Kevin Harlan, pleased to be alongside Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony as we get set to watch how the college basketball season will end.
You know what, guys? That was the start that Freak and his team wanted in the first half. I mean, they didn't run away with the game, but they're in a really good spot to capture.
5 minutes in the second half are going to be huge. They know their opponent is going to come out strong and try to even things up. But if they can keep their cool, they'll be on their way, I think, to the title.
Blasic in at point guard. Also Bryant out there. Miller is out there with Cooper. And it's Ilgauskas in at the 4-man position.
You know, Wisconsin has not historically had a lot of players in the NBA. That number, however, could be growing in the next few seasons. I mean, they have a few, but for the most part, their winning has come through solid team play.
And he can't hit the second.
And as we see Freak and his team go for the title here, he is trying to repeat what he did just a year ago. He was able to lead his high school to the PSAL championship.
Well, Greg, he was a 4-time All-American selection in high school, and a unanimous one at that. He's won state titles before, but this is a different animal than high school.
And Wisconsin looking at who they've got. We've got Hawkins. He's out there with Hill. Kaminsky out there with Decker. And it's Evans in at the 4 spot. Badgers shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game. That free throw good from Decker. Off on that one, so he goes for 1 for 2 at the line. Well, Wisconsin has had a bit of a renaissance in their program with Blake Clark. Last decade and a half have seen them put up some great seasons.
And you know, Kevin, the Badgers weren't really a major powerhouse in hoops until the turn of the century. But now, they're one of the most consistent teams in the country.
And Badgers have been great since right around the millennium. Since about 1999, they have made the tournament every season. Guys, few schools can say that.
And, you know, for Wisconsin and their consistent appearances in the tournament, guys, they don't just show up and leave now. I mean, they often go deep in the tournament. Sooner or later, I think they might go all the way again.
Villanova making a switch here. Moore's checked in. Ryan against Hill. The pass to Hawkins. Shoots a fader. that one wide left.
Solid rebound there, and with the score like it is, that's an area where they can't afford to get lazy.
Yeah, another column in the stat sheet that hasn't gone in their favor. To climb back, they've got to put forth more effort.
So I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
Yeah, if you're going to foul, then make sure that you don't give a chance for the and one.
And Wisconsin going with almost an entirely new group here. Both good from the line that time. Hill with it. He's been patient so far. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. Wade outside. It's back to Hill. Six on the shot clock. Outside Gibson. Here's Fisher. And out of bounds as Villanova gains possession. Fields jumped in for free. And Wisconsin also making a switch.
You laugh way too much.
Wisconsin trails by 11. Glazic, he's in at the point. Also Bryant out there. Miller is out there with Cooper. And it's Ilgauskas in at the 4 slot. Outside Hill. Poked away.
Ooh.
5 to shoot. They get it back.
And good defense there to play up and get a hand in the face.
Well, he's got a tough mindset. He's confident as a defender. And when you combine those two things, it makes it real hard to score on him.
And with this lead, it looks like they'll hold on for the title. A special moment for everyone on the team. And really, what a year it's been for their star, Freak.
Yeah, very impressive considering everybody pinned their hopes on him to lead the team at the start of the season. And he hasn't disappointed. For all the hype that surrounded him, he lived up to all of it.
Here's Decker. Good on the shot, and that shaves the lead to single digits.
And a nice 1-2 punch there, guys. Great defensive play and great basket in transition.
Aggressive play, attacking basketball, on the attack, full throttle. I love it. And what a tremendous game for Freak. He's got 11 points and 2 steals as well. He's shown some flash with his passing and some grit with his board work.
Yeah, not a combination that too many players in our league possess.
Definitely not. I'm grabbing board like crazy.
And good on the second, so he makes them both.
They're really doing a good job working hard to get inside.